This is why, Molly, to answer your question now, why I think Tom Brady wins this battle in New England. Because, Stephen A., you point out that this is often about Tom Brady wanting divorce is how it's played today, and Tom Brady grousing under or chafing against the grouchiness of Bill Belichick. Do you think that's only Tom Brady? Do you think he's the only one? Do you think the guy who shows up early, stays late, who puts in and makes sacrifices to win Super Bowls, do you think he's the first to have trouble with Bill Belichick? By the way, do you think that's only below Bill Belichick? Do you think people that are under his management are the only ones that have trouble working with him, who go, God, this guy, he's not very fun to show up to work with every day?
This is a great point.
Or do you think maybe his bosses, like Robert Kraft,
this is a great point.
Well, let me finish it then. Do you think maybe his bosses, like Robert Kraft, could chafe under the same thing? What I'm telling you is this, Molly, and I'm not even telling you, trust me, I'm not telling you Belichick gets fired. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. If Max is right that Belichick is the great director, okay, and he's got this attitude, he's got this personality, sooner or later these egos clash. And I wouldn't bet against Belichick saying, you know what? I'll go do this someplace where they do give me carte blanche. They don't make me pick Brady.
Look, this is a great point. In other words, but I'll extend it to Brady. Belichick needed a guy like Brady to last this long, because a guy like Brady who could take it and take it and take it, and that absolutely, I'm not discounting the idea of what leadership means on a dynasty like this, and that Belichick could have achieved the same kind of results, even if they were good results. They wouldn't have been this without a personality like Brady's. And now Belichick maybe finally wearing thin with Brady, particularly at the moment, and this is the whole shooting match for me, when the Patriot way applied to Brady. Oh, everyone's a commodity. It's business, not personal. Stoic. You're not going to get an attaboy. That was fine with Brady, everyone. It was fine with Brady until it applied to him. Then he went running to the owner.
Time out. Here's where you're disingenuous, Max, and you're completely off the rails here. Tom Brady, in the midst of that time that you're alluding to, had his contract restructured on numerous occasions. You say, oh, when it finally applied to him, he was okay with it. Well, guess what? He wasn't okay with what he was okay with all those other times with other people. All those other times with other people, those other people didn't have their salaries reduced, didn't have their contract restructured. They weren't the stars of the team who made the sacrifices that he made to enable New England to do what they were able to do, because Tom Brady was willing to sit up there and modify his demands to some degree. So what he was saying is, it's not just the football player. It's the man and the leader and the franchise caliber talent that he was, that was willing to take hits on behalf of the organization.
That doesn't make
That's what he did.
Hold on. That doesn't make my point or me disingenuous about this. I agree with that. I'm not saying Tom Brady doesn't feel justified and in a way isn't justified. I'm saying Bill Belichick doesn't care about that.
But you did imply he wasn't justified in the past.
Bill Belichick just cares about the Patriots winning. That's it. And Tom Brady also cares about his own career.
Just tell us the sky is blue and get it over with. You alluded to in the past that Tom Brady, Bill Belichick was absolutely positively right. You didn't just say this is what Bill Belichick was thinking. You said he was right. I just made the point.
He's right in terms of best guiding the Patriots. If I were the owner of the Patriots, I'd feel bad for Tom Brady. It's kind of messed up. Players get the short end of the stick all the time in the NFL in this situation, and Brady would be another one were I the owner.
I don't know about you being disingenuous, but I'm very, very certain about you being wrong. And I'm very, very certain about Belichick being wrong. Let me tell you something. And I don't mean to get back into the world of, psychoanalysis and stuff. You know what kills everybody, every organization? Hubris, egos, that kind of stuff. When I read a quote in Ian O'Connor's book that says somebody in that organization, and I don't care if it's the ball boy, I don't care if it's the guy changing the Gatorade coolers. If somebody in that organization says, we couldn't win a Super Bowl with 32 quarterbacks, but maybe the top 15 guys, we could do what we've done with. Are you out of your mind in New England? 15 quarterbacks could do what Tom Brady did? Reminds me of Jerry Jones at a bar talking about 1,000 coaches.
They could have won more than one Super Bowl with the quarterbacks.
Because I got you here. Now, I got you cornered. That was the part. I really want to make that point because that shows what's going wrong in New England. Way too much ego. But, Max, whether or not Belichick or Brady will win this deal, let me explain to you this. This is where you started it. What's the backup plan to Brady? If Robert Kraft is forced to choose right now, or next year, okay, to Molly's point, next year, going forward, do you think he thinks he has a better chance of winning with Josh McDaniels as head coach and Tom Brady as quarterback, or Bill Belichick as head coach and Brian Hoyer as quarterback? Which
Obviously
one do you think puts the Patriots better and better foot
Obviously
going
the
forward?
first one, but Bill Belichick and Jimmy Garoppolo may have been the best plan,
That
and it's
water's
no
under the
longer.
bridge. That one's gone.
Well, right, that's the point.
When you are a 5-time champion who has taken the team to the Super Bowl 8 times, but more importantly, has put forth the work and has made the sacrifices, you don't deserve what Tom Brady is going through right now. Because let me tell you something, the last point. Bill Belichick, think about what Ian O'Connor wrote in that book, Molly.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick never compliments. You get tired of a guy, you're working for me, he never compliments you or whatever. What have we been talking about Will Cain over the last several weeks? How complimentary Bill Belichick has been to Jimmy Garoppolo. Not just when he was there, but when he left, where you sent him. He's texting him after games, all 5 games that he played in San Francisco last year, texting him during the summertime, et cetera, et cetera. So Tom Brady supposedly revealed, whether it's through intermediaries or whatever, he's revealed in this book. That's not something he's received from Bill Belichick. You don't think that's a problem?
Let me make another movie reference, okay? You seen The Unforgiven, Stephen A? Will, you guys seen Unforgiven?
I have.
Clint
Yeah,
Eastwood?
it's not about deserve.
Right. They don't deserve to die like this. Deserve's got nothing to do with it. This is the NFL, guys.